is time for more of the best Galaxy Watch faces for Galaxy Watch Ultra, Galaxy Watch 8, and maybe even the Galaxy Watch 9 soon. These are the best Galaxy Watch faces for 2026. But first, we need to announce the Developer of the Year for 2025. There were so many strong contenders last year that I feel this year I need to give out a few honorable mentions, and the first one goes to JW Studios. They've been putting out quality watch faces for years now, and I honestly could not be more impressed. This one is the JW 319 Quartz 26, really nice classic one with some great customization options. I definitely recommend checking out the black and green versions. They're amongst some of my favorite. It goes really nicely with a nice smart classic strap. If you want any of the straps featured in this episode, I'll be putting links to them inside the QR codes that pop up on screen. I'll also put them down in the description for you. I'm also going to be putting all of the links to the watch faces featured in this episode on my Ko-fi page. Now, it doesn't mean you have to donate at all. It's just that YouTube's not liking the amount of links that I'm putting inside my videos, so I'm moving that to a different platform now. Anyway, JW Studio, you've been absolutely smashing it. Thank you so much for your top quality work. Please, please, please do keep on doing what you do, and the community absolutely loves your watch faces. Second honorable mention has to go to Tiny Kitchen Studios. I feel that it's incredibly difficult to make a digital watch face look genuinely unique these days, and I just love that they've claimed their own style. Every single watch face is really consistent. This one is the TKS 35 Sonar watch face. It looks absolutely awesome on the Galaxy Watch Ultra and goes really nicely with this titanium band Tier 1 from robustgoods.com for a smarter look. Again, the quality of these watch faces are just top notch, and this is definitely one of my favorite digital faces at the moment. So massive thank you to Tiny Kitchen Studios for all of your hard work. We're absolutely loving your watch faces. Third and final honorable mention has to go to USA Design. Now, they are putting out some of the most diverse selections of watch faces on the Play Store, and they are loved by so many of us. They've honestly got so many downloads. Their watch faces are brilliant, and some of them are just so incredibly unique. I'm especially loving some of their most recent designs. This one is the USA Doodle Animated USA 188. It's a completely unique, really creative watch face that just breaks away from the norm. I mean, I think this is what smartwatches are for. You just can't go out and buy a normal watch that looks like this. Massive thank you to USA Design. Please, please, please do keep up the really great work. I want to see more of your watch faces on the Play Store. With the honorable mentions out of the way, please smash that like button for the Developer of the Year 2025. Only this year, I couldn't pick just one. So there are, in fact, two Developers of the Year for 2025, and to be honest, you guys actually picked them for me. There were two developers that were constantly putting out the best quality watch faces with the most unique designs and intricate customization options that I felt brought the most value to us, the consumers. Those developers were Oogly and S4U. Massive congratulations to both of you. I mean, it was a pretty easy decision. I put a post on Reddit and it was very clear who everybody else's favorite watch face developers were as well. There were so many other developers that got mentioned in there, but the ones that really stood out was Oogly and S4U. Those names just kept popping up. So huge congratulations. Please, please, please keep up the great work, and thank you so much for all the hard work you put into watch faces over the years. Do make sure you leave a little thank you in the comment section to your favorite developers and smash that like button to show your support. So much time and effort goes into developing these watch faces, and they're only really sold for a couple of pounds or dollars, if that. Anyway, I think we should check out one or two of Oogly's latest designs. We've got the Oogly Celesta Luna first. Such a great modern watch face with some really nice classic elements too. It's got a great selection of color options as well as some really fun cracked glass effects. Especially loving the depth on this one and the intricate details that you just don't get on other watch faces. I think it looks insanely good on the Galaxy Watch Ultra, but obviously it's going to look amazing on the Galaxy Watch 8 Classic too. Pair it with a smarter strap like this and you are off to the races. We've also got this awesome digital watch face from Oogly as well. This one is the Oogly Arriva Luna. Probably butchered the name there. It's just so unique. Love the artwork that's part of the background there. It really does look the part, and from what I'm understanding, it's also dynamic, so it will change depending on what time of day it is. You also get quite a few color options to play with as well. Despite it being an artsy watch face, it's actually incredibly practical as well. You're getting things like your heart rate, your steps, temperature, weather, and much, much more. small all-on-one watch face. I genuinely cannot stop showing this guy watch faces off, so do expect at least one more watch face before the end of the episode. Anyway, I think we've got to shine some light on our other developer of the year for 2025. You all know their work by now. It is, of course, S4U. This one is the S4U Obsidian analog watch face. It's really difficult to contend with the realism and detail that S4U put into their watch faces. I really like this one as a smarter watch face. It goes amazing with the Galaxy Watch 8 Classic, but with all the color options, I think it'll go with pretty much any smartwatch. The darker version of this is a really nice option if you want that minimal look. In terms of information, it's got your steps, your weather, battery life, pretty much everything, but I just love how they've managed to get all of that in without it cluttering the watch face up. This next one is also an analog one, well, technically hybrid actually, but I do love the cyberpunk-esque design. It's the S4U Midnight Blue. This one's actually been out for a while now, but I've never actually got around to trying it out, and I'm really glad I did. It's got this unmatched realism, excellent quality, and a lot of color options to play with. I love the base blue version, but the yellow and orange versions really do stand out as well. Aside from looking pretty though, it's actually extremely practical. You've got your steps, your heart rate, your weather, and much more by default. And if you do like to have the setting turned on, it's actually got a pretty brilliant always on display option too. Awesome watch face if you want to grab it for yourself. There will be a link on my Coffee page to download it. This next one though is from Prime Time Watch Faces, and it's the PT16 digital watch face. This one really impressed me because it's pulled off something that I think is actually quite tricky to do without it looking tacky. You've got an excellent utility-based watch face in a more traditional sense, but then at the bottom you've got this sort of grunge effect which somehow just works so well with the rest of the watch face. In terms of information displayed, you've got your date, time, distance walked, calories, and well, pretty much everything else on there. You've also got your color options with this one. There's a pretty big selection. I, of course, am drawn to the orange version as usual, but the other colors look absolutely brilliant as well. Also, I have to give a shout out to this watch face's always on display. Looks absolutely epic in my opinion, so huge well done to this developer. And actually, seeing that watch face has prompted me to look into their other designs as well, and I haven't been disappointed. This one is the PT32 hybrid watch face. It's not quite as complex when it comes to design, but it's certainly unique and extremely practical. You've got tons of complications crammed in, displaying things like your steps, your weather, your heart rate, and more. Then of course, we've also got the time in analog and digital format in that awesome LCD screen at the top. Like the last watch face, it comes with a great selection of very well thought out color options. Orange again just looks the part, you can't argue with it. Again, links for these straps will be in the QR codes on screen now. Lastly, before we move on, we've got this brilliant always on display again, which just cuts all the small details and then displays the really important bits. Really great watch face, massive thank you to the developer. Next up, we've got a classic analog watch face for the Galaxy Watch, and it's from a channel favorite developer. It's Bellozzi. This one is the Bellozzi Tempus Classic Chrono. I just love this one for its sort of back to basics approach, but with a Bellozzi twist. You get a great selection of color options, including some very out there ones, but if you do like a no fuss watch face that shows everything you need, this is a really great option. I pair this with a smarter watch strap like so for a more classic look, and if you were interested, this watch face does have an always on display option. Have to say, I actually really like the red color option on this one. Weirdly, it contrasts really nicely with a black band. Anyway, if you want to download this watch face for yourself, there will be a link on the Coffee page along with all the other watch faces featured in this episode. You'll also find our next watch face there, the OMG 430. Really nice modern take on a retro LCD watch face. Tons of information crammed in there like your steps, your weather, heart rate, UV index, and more. What I really liked about this one is the choice of colors that you get. There's tons of different combinations to choose from. I'm really liking the yellow version, and then that muted gray and black version also looks really clean and actually quite realistic too. Color options and watch straps aside, this watch face does also come with an always on display as well that looks absolutely brilliant in my opinion. Since I like this one so much, I thought I'd check out their other watch faces. This one is the OMG 411 hybrid watch face. It's a completely different take on a classic analog watch face with some very modern futuristic elements. I'm really liking the shadowing, the highlighting that just gives it a little bit of depth and realism. In terms of information, it's actually pretty practical. You've got your battery life, steps, weather, and more, as well as plenty of different color options to choose from. The standout piece for me on this watch face though is almost certainly the always on display. It looks absolutely brilliant again, so very well done to the developer. Anyway, I think it's time that we completely switch things up and throw a bit of a wild card into the mix. This is the HMK WA13 watch face. I appreciate it's not going to be everyone's cup of tea, but I for one really appreciated the bold artsy style. It's actually incredibly well designed and has a ton of really important information on there, like your reminders, steps, weather, battery, heart rate, and much more. You've also got a selection of languages and, more importantly, colors. You get a wide range of pretty wacky color combinations to choose from, but me being boring, actually really like the grayscale one. I think it's a really fun watch face to add to your library, and the always on display option makes it even better. Whilst we're taking a look at HMK's watch faces, I think we should check out one more as well. This is the HMK WD249, really great modern digital watch face with that staple element being the dynamic weather complication. This will change depending on what's going on outside, really great touch. And aside from that, the rest of the watch face is pretty well equipped. You've got your battery life, heart rate, moon phases, and more. You've also got a bunch of really cool color combinations to choose from, 25 to be exact, so there's more than likely going to be a version that suits you. Lastly, there is an always on display option on this watch face, and it just strips everything back to just the dashboard at the bottom, and I really like that. Anyway, time for another really fun one now. This is the Jet HUD watch face, and if you're a massive geek like me, you're going to really enjoy this. If you hadn't cottoned on already, it's a watch face designed to look like the heads-up display of a fighter jet. Every man's dream. Interestingly, it actually has quite a lot of customization options. You can not only change the color, but also change the backgrounds a little bit as well. It also has a decent amount of information displays, such as your steps, heart rate, weather, and more, all work subtly into that fighter jet theme. On top of all this, it does have a tilt and leveling feature, which uses your watch's gyroscope. Might be a little bit of a drain on the battery, but a cool addition nonetheless. Links will be on the coffee page for all of these watch faces, and just one reminder again, you do not need to donate, it's just a place to put all the links. Anyway, I did promise at least one more Oogly watch face, and this is the Oogly Legion. It's an absolutely epic hybrid watch face. There's a lot going on this one. You've got your heart rate in that LCD style screen at the top, steps to the left, and then another sectioned off display at the bottom with your time, date, and reminders in. Love the 3D look of this one, and I'm especially pleased with the truly brilliant color combinations that you get with it. And side note, I just want to point out that the overall quality of all of these Oogly watch faces, they're just super crisp and really highly detailed. That's certainly why they got Developer of the Year 2025. You do of course get an always on display option with this one, which just dims down all the heavy details to save a little bit of battery. Absolutely amazing watch face once again. After visiting another one of our watch face Developer of the Year's watch faces, I actually wanted to show off another watch face from one of our honorable mentions, JW Studio. This is a JW083. It's simple, classic, and has everything you need on a watch face. Despite being analog, it's actually got plenty of information on there, such as your steps, heart rate, calories, and more. Then of course we've got that staple animation at the top there with your moon phases on. The color options aren't as loud as some of the other watch faces from this episode. They're a little bit safer, more muted and pastel-like, but you also get some different patterns and textures to play around with, and the backgrounds. You do of course get an always on display on this one as well, which is just really nice and simple. If you want a classic analog watch face without compromising on utility, this is a really great option. Now, if you wanted something a little bit louder from a watch face, I definitely recommend the ML2U185 watch face. It's very unique, has a sort of abstract vibe about it, and then has a ton of really cool color combinations to choose from. I actually really like the red, green, and gray combo. I think it looks a little bit different from what we usually see from color combinations. I also love the shadowing and that sectioned off look. It makes all the information easily glanceable. And speaking of information, you're going to get all your steps, battery life, heart rate, weather, and more with this watch face. Awesome watch face and definitely worth a download in my opinion. As is our next one, which is truly epic. It's from a developer called Barefoot Dells, and I just discovered their work the other week. This one is the Retro Weather LCD, as well as the design being extremely well thought out. It was the color combinations that really jumped out at me. They just look absolutely stunning. The orange and gray one was a favorite to pair with the green strap like so, but I really think this is one of the few watch faces I can honestly say I love every single color option on. And not only that, the always on display option also has to be an all-time favorite. It looks incredibly clean and minimal. If you really do like their work, this next watch face is also definitely worth having in your library. It's the Black Forest Pi watch face. Looks very simple, minimal, and classic, but it's actually got a really cool trick. It has a tap to reveal function, so you can instantly turn on and off your complications, so you only have the clutter when you actually need it. Functionality aside, I really love the overall look on this one. It's got some really nice shadowing, and the developer has managed to make what initially looks like quite a basic watch face look super high-end. As well as a cool on and off function, you also get a selection of really cool color combinations, which are not your generic lazy colors. Each one looks really well thought out and is very much in keeping with the watch face's overall aesthetic. This next watch face is the S4U Royale, and you'll find it in the last episode of Watch Face Wars. You'll also find a bunch of free watch faces there as well. See you in the next one.